I have decided that I'm going to start teaching photography, but I'm going to do a little different. The first lesson, I'm going to charge $50 an hour. I would charge more, but I'll settle for $50 an hour. So this is how it works. The first lesson, I'm going to talk about basic photography. You know, the ISO, the aperture, shutter speed, how they all relate to each other. And I will talk a little bit about composition. Now, the first lesson, you don't pay me at all. You pay for the first lesson if you choose to have a second lesson. In other words, if you have the first lesson and you're not satisfied, then you don't come back. That's all right. I won't sue you. I won't come after you. But if you decide to go on, then you pay me $50 when you come for the second lesson. See how that works? If after the second lesson you choose not to come back, that's fine. But if you choose to come back, then you bring $50 for the second lesson as we start the third lesson. I'm going to do it this way because I want to continue teaching photography, but I also want to teach ethics, principles, integrity. I don't think people should pay for something that they didn't get their money's worth. I really don't believe that at all. So that is why I did that. Anyway, what I really want to talk to you about is about this is so very good. Okay, so I live in Virginia Beach, as you know, and I don't live very far away from the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. Now, people take the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel because it saves them an awful lot of time going up north from Virginia. So they go through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel and they get over on the other side in the peninsula, and then they go on from there to Maryland and on up to New York, up to New England and so forth. Now, in coming back from New England or New York, Maryland, they come through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel into Virginia. Now, about this third or fourth light away from the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, coming back from New York area and further north, I saw a young man with a sign that said, "Veteran seeking funds to get to Georgia." And I saw him and I saw the sign and he had a little bag and I says, "Wow, veteran seeking funds to get to Georgia." I said, "That is very clever." And then I came home. When I got home, I thought about it and I decided that was more than clever. That was really super intelligent, because the people coming back from Maryland, New York, New England, they're heading back to Georgia and Florida anyway. North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. So if somebody stopped to give him money and try to contribute to the funds that he needs to get to Georgia, they'll probably ask, "Where are you going in Georgia?" And chances are he'll say, "I'm going to Florence, Georgia." Well, that's right on 95. And here in Virginia, what happens is they will get on from here to 64, Highway 64, Highway 58, and then Highway 95 all the way through North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and into Florida. So, and I'm guessing, I don't know, but if he's heading into Florida, then once they ask him, "Well, where are you going?" Making conversation, they say, I'm going down to Florence, Georgia. And they say, "Well, I'm going through Florence, Georgia. I'll take you." Well, as you know, hitchhiking is illegal, so that would be a very clever way to hitchhike, by asking for funds, which I don't think it's illegal to panhandle, is it? So he's actually panhandling, not hitchhiking. So I thought, my God, that's smart. So if somebody stopped and says, "Okay, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to Georgia. He says, okay, look, I'll go through the light and I'll pull into the next restaurant area, something, and I'll take you with me. I'll take you down to Georgia. So he goes across the street where there's a little restaurant, and he gets in the car and he gets a ride to Florence, Georgia, let's say. Well, while he's in the car, there's going to be conversation, and if he's heading down to Miami and that's where they're going, he gets a ride to Miami. Isn't that great? He may even offer to buy the gasoline from the funds that he has collected, which, by the way, is why he was collecting the funds, probably. I thought that was so clever. Anyway, my hat's off to him for being so very smart. As for photography, well, if you're really interested, I would be glad to be your teacher and to tell you everything that I know, which is not everything about photography, but the idea is to tell you everything that I know, hoping that you're going to be a hell of a better photographer than I will ever be. So there you have it.